I felt the cold splash before I heard the laughter. Orange juice ran down my wrists, soaking the lining of my jacket, dripping onto the white tablecloth like a slow, ugly confession. My nephew's hands were still clenched in the sleeves, his knuckles pale with effort, his face bright with a grin. He didn't yet know how to be ashamed of. "Dad says it's second-hand trash," he announced, loud enough for the whole table. So I thought I'd finish it. The room cracked open with cackles. Chairs scraped. Someone clapped. I stood there, arms pinned forward, sticky and stunned, watching juice pool at my feet, while my sister laughed so hard she had to wipe her eyes. My brother-in-law leaned back, satisfied, like a man admiring a completed project. It was my birthday dinner. And in that moment, something in me went perfectly, terrifyingly still. I used to believe loyalty was a quiet currency. You didn't keep score. You just showed up. When my sister's husband lost his job 3 years ago, I was the first call. When the bank threatened foreclosure, I didn't ask for paperwork. I set up an automatic transfer, $300 a month, every month, no reminders needed. Mortgage covered. Lights on, kids fed. They told people I was helping out. What they meant was I had become invisible. Holidays passed where my name was a footnote. Decisions were made without me, assumptions baked in. My contribution became a background noise, like a refrigerator hum. Only noticed when it stopped. I wore that jacket because I liked it. Because it fit. Because I'd found it myself in a quiet shop. On a day I felt small and needed something solid. Secondhand, yes, so was I, in their eyes. Still I kept paying. Because family was family. Because I didn't want to be the reason kids lost their home. Because I thought gratitude, even unspoken, still existed somewhere in the room. I was wrong. The waiter froze mid-step. I saw it. Everyone did. My nephew let go of my sleeves and stepped back proud. Juice dripped from his fingers. My sister laughed again, then noticed the silence and waved it away. "He's just a kid," she said. "Don't be so sensitive," my brother-in-law finally spoke. "If you didn't want comments, maybe don't dress like you shop in dumpsters." The table laughed harder this time. That was the moment my loyalty died. Not with rage. With clarity. I understood then that my generosity hadn't softened them. It had sharpened them, turned them bold. Comfortable, I excused myself to the restroom. Locked the door. Looked at my reflection, juice, stained, humiliated, eyes too calm for what had just happened. I dried my hands, and I made a decision. I returned to the table smiling. I apologized. For overreacting. For ruining the vibe. I laughed at myself. I ordered dessert for everyone. Silence, I learned that night, is a weapon when wielded with patience. No speeches, no threats. Just observation. I watched how easily they accepted my apology. How quickly they moved on. How entitlement sits in the body, relaxed shoulders, unguarded mouths. When we hugged goodbye, my sister whispered, "You know how he is. Thanks for understanding." I nodded. At home, I hung the jacket in the shower and rinsed the juice out slowly. Methodically. Like erasing evidence. Then I opened my banking app. I didn't cancel the transfer immediately. I reviewed everything first. The original agreement informal, verbal, no contract, no obligation, the account mine alone, the date, the next transfer scheduled for midnight. I slept. In the morning, I canceled the automatic payment. Confirmed it, took screenshots. Archived them. Then I blocked the number that sent me, "Happy birthday," text an hour later, legal, clean, final. I didn't feel triumphant. I felt precise. That afternoon, I redirected the money into a savings account labeled simply boundaries. The call came 3 days later, voicemail first. Then another. Then my sister from an unknown number. Voice already cracked. "There's been a mistake," she said. "The payment didn't go through." I waited until evening to call back. Her husband answered. "No ladder now. We need you to fix this," he said. "The bank. I'm no longer covering the mortgage," I replied. Even. That ended at my birthday dinner. Silence. Then disbelief. Then anger. "You're punishing us over a joke." "No," I said. "I'm responding to information." My sister took the phone crying. "We didn't mean it like that." "I know," I said. "You meant it worse." They came over the next day. Both of them. Faces tight, voices soft, apologies lined up like offerings. I listened. I said nothing. Finally, my brother-in-law snapped. "You're ruining us." I met his eyes. "No, I just stopped saving you." They left with nothing but the sound of their own breathing. The house stayed quiet after that. No more transfers. No more calls. I wore the jacket again a week later. Dry mine, here's what no one tells you. Boundaries don't feel like victory. They feel like grief at first. Like standing alone in a room you finally reclaimed. But over time, the quiet becomes strength. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't humiliate anyone back. I didn't need to. I simply stopped paying for my own disrespect, and that was enough.